All right, let's talk about the real foundations of your business. You know, the systems that, if they went down, everything would just grind to a halt. For a long time, that list was pretty short and predictable. But today, well, there's a new player in that supercritical club, AI automation. We're going to dig into why this isn't just about grabbing a cool new tool, but about completely rebuilding the foundation of how a modern company actually works.
So let's start with a little gut check. Just for a second, think about how automation works in your own company right now. Is it kind of like a patchwork quilt? A bunch of useful but totally separate apps and scripts all stitched together? Or is it a single woven fabric? Because here's the thing about a patchwork quilt. If you pull on one wrong thread, the whole thing can start to unravel, turning what was a helpful tool into a massive, fragile liability. And figuring out which one you have, well, that's key to knowing if your business is really built for the future.
And this slide just nails that difference, right? On one side, you've got the old way. It's like a wobbly tower of Jenga blocks. Each block is its own little siloed process, and you're constantly worried it's going to tip over. But on the other side, you see the new way. It's not a tower, it's the bedrock. It's a solid, interconnected foundation. It's not something you add onto your business. It's what you build your business on top of. Okay, so how do we actually start building for this new reality? It means we need a whole new blueprint, one that completely redefines automation's role in the whole corporate structure. And before we get any further, let's make sure we're on the same page with this word, infrastructure. We're not talking about the nice-to-haves here. We're talking about the utilities, the absolute essentials. Think of it like the power and plumbing in a building. If they go down, the business stops. Full stop. For years, we've all known what these pillars of business infrastructure were, right? Your cloud platform, your big ERP system, your CRM, they were the big three. But look what's happening now. A fourth pillar is rising up to join them, AI automation. It's not some optional extra anymore. It's becoming just as fundamental as the others. So, what's the first huge win you get when you start treating AI like real infrastructure? Well, it's all about getting incredible standardization and control over how everything gets done. And here it is. This is the payoff, plain and simple. The before world, that's probably familiar to a lot of us. It's manual, inconsistent work, full of human errors that need constant babysitting. But the after? That's a whole different game. Your processes become standardized, errors just plummet, and your team, they're no longer stuck doing the grunt work. They're just managing the exceptions. It's a total shift in focus. But listen, getting everything consistent is really just the starting line. The real magic, the game-changing part, happens when you need to grow. This new infrastructure is what lets you scale up without getting crushed by all the complexity that usually comes with it. Now this is the dream scenario for any business that wants to grow. I mean, look at this. You can crank your operational output way, way up, but the headache of managing it all, the complexity, it barely even moves. This is huge because it breaks that old painful link between growth and overhead. It means you can grow faster and smarter than you ever thought possible. Growing fast is great, but all of this is building towards the ultimate goal, creating a business that is truly future-proof, one that can take a hit, adapt on the fly, and just keep on going, no matter what the world throws at it. And this isn't just some vague idea. There is a clear roadmap to get there. It all starts by tearing down those old silos and getting all your systems to talk to each other, creating one single source of truth. Once you've got that, you can start building rock-solid, automated workflows for your most important operations. And that becomes the engine that powers real, sustainable growth. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't some fringe theory. The biggest and smartest industry analysts out there, they're all saying the same thing. The companies that are built to last are the ones building their operations on a foundation of smart, integrated automation. When it all comes down to it, it's pretty simple. Your business is like a building, and no building is ever stronger than its foundation. So the question we'll leave you with is this. Have you really taken a hard look at your foundation lately? Is your business truly, honestly built to last? This shift, seeing AI as core infrastructure, isn't just another trend. It's a fundamental rewiring of how competitive companies are going to be built for the next decade and beyond. Really getting your head around this is the first step to building a company that doesn't just survive the future, but actually gets to define it.